I just found a blog worth well over $1 million that doesn't really care if Google sends it any traffic. The website gets 3 to 4 million visitors a month despite not worrying about SEO. So where does this site get most of its traffic? In today's video, I'll reveal the site and then share the traffic sources, earnings, and reasons for success so that hopefully you can implement some of these ideas in your own business. The site that we're going to dive into today is politicalwire.com. The founder of the site, Taegan Goddard, was recently on the Niche Pursuits podcast and shared his entire story, along with some very juicy numbers. His site regularly gets 3 to 4 million visitors a month. And of course, during an election year, like this year, his site will do as much as 8 to 10 million visitors in its peak months. Let's take a look at where his traffic is coming from tools like Ahrefs and SimilarWeb. Okay, so we have Political Wire on Ahrefs here, and we can see that it doesn't get a lot of organic traffic overall because he doesn't really worry about Google as a traffic source, but it does still get about 50,000 organic visitors a month. So it's getting anywhere between 50 and 100,000 organic visitors a month, which is great traffic coming from Google, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. Now, if we look at SimilarWeb, it shows that the site is getting about 4.42 million visitors per month. And so it's definitely in that 3 to 4 million range that Taegan said his site gets, and then it peaks out some months even higher than that.
My biggest problem during this time is to keep the servers running, keep everything going.
Now, SimilarWeb also breaks down the marketing channels, and so that you can see that direct traffic is by far the highest source of traffic. It does get some referrals, it gets some social traffic, it gets some organic traffic, but the huge source of traffic is direct traffic. And then SimilarWeb also does show its social traffic sources. It does get some traffic from YouTube, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and other places, but that's not really worth diving into because as you can see up here in this corner here, it says social makes up just 1.24% of website traffic. So we really need to dig into this direct traffic metric. Now, if you enjoy this type of website review, will you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I have more videos coming up to share how to build a real business online. So SimilarWeb says that most of his traffic is direct traffic, but it gets even crazier than that. According to the owner of Political Wire, 85% of his visitors are repeat visitors.
The key to this site is that I have repeat regular readers. The average reader of my site keeps the site open in a browser tab all day long.
That's an incredible number. For example, when I look at nichepursuits.com, my website, only 12% are returning visitors. For my site, most of the visitors are coming from Google, and they are new visitors 88% of the time. However, with Political Wire, they keep coming back for more. 85% of the traffic is from repeat visitors. In fact, this is Taegan's entire strategy. He plans for the second visit, not the first.
My goal is to get people to the site so that they can see what I have to offer. And what I optimize for is the second visit.
In other words, he tries to make his website so valuable that they will get hooked and want to come back a second time, and then again and again after that. And I should mention that all of this success wasn't overnight. PoliticalWire.com was created in 1997, and Taegan has been producing content for over 25 years. There's something to be said for consistency over a long period of time. He's found a passion about politics, and he's been consistent. These two factors are likely a huge reason for his success. Now, in a second, I'm going to dive into how much money his site is making, but let's first dive into his content strategy. His site is a bunch of simple blog posts with no images. Most of the articles are really short, some as little as just a couple of sentences.
I don't use photos. Instead, what I do is I create a website that is designed to pull people in so that they can get information quickly.
However, he produces a lot of content daily. He publishes 30, 40, or 50 times each day, and his content is timely. He isn't necessarily breaking news. However, he covers the news shortly after other publications share it. And part of what attracts readers to Political Wire is the brevity of his articles. They are short and to the point. There's no fluff. They just come to the site, get the information they need, and leave.
Yeah, I've done plenty of reader surveys over the years. What they want is they want the information as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
But then they come back later in the day to see what news has been published. So many of his readers are coming back 3, 4, or 5 times a day. And the interaction on his site is huge. He regularly gets 100 to 200 comments on a blog post the same day that it's published. People love to read and engage with his content. How can you create a resource on your site that people will want to visit multiple times a day, or at least each day and every week? Can you provide industry news for your niche? Can you provide real-time stats? What is something timely you can share that will keep people coming back for more? All right, let's dive into the money. How much money is PoliticalWire.com making, and how? Political Wire makes money in 2 ways. First is display ads. If you go to the site, you'll see plenty of display ads, and it's monetized using the Mediavine platform. We don't know his overall RPMs, but we can make some guesses. I happen to have a couple of sites on Mediavine, and they are typically earning around $50 to $20 per 1,000 visitors. Political ads are less valuable, so let's say that his site earns about $10 RPMs to make the math easy. With 3 to 4 million visitors a month, that's roughly $30,000 to $40,000 per month just from display ads alone. However, the site also has a couple of membership options. As you can see, members can pay to remove ads, get exclusive news, join a private newsletter, and get access to a members-only podcast. The prices range from $70 to $150 per year. In his interview with Niche Pursuits, Taegan revealed that more than 50% of his revenue now comes from paying members. So the membership is also making at least $30,000 to $40,000 per month. In total, Political Wire is likely making close to $60,000 to $80,000 per month. It's not hard to imagine that in an election year, the revenue of this one blog will make over $1 million. And of course, the total value of the website, if you were to sell the business, would be worth much more than $1 million. If you enjoyed this type of website analysis, then I think you'll really enjoy my analysis of one of the weirdest niche websites I've ever seen in this video right here. Thanks again for watching.